Dear listener,
This is Balls and Tease your passport to the golfing universe, where every swing tells a story and every putt has its punchline. Strap in for a golfing journey like no other, where we bring you the latest buzz from the fairways, unravel the secrets behind the perfect swing, and sprinkle in a dash of humor to make your golfing experience a hole-in-one. From player spotlights that take you behind the scenes to expert insights that'll up your game, Balls and Tees is your go-to destination for all things golf. So grab your favorite 9-iron, cozy up in your golf cart, and get ready to tee off with us. This is more than just a radio show. It's an immersive experience into the heart of the sport. Are you ready to elevate your golf game and have a few laughs along the way? Then stay tuned, because Balls and Tees is about to tee up. Get ready to swing into action. Bowls and Tees starts now.
dear listener, please note that a pre-recorded session will be uploaded on Spotify at the end of the live session. No live calls and interactions will be available on Spotify.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for the magician.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another hot episode of Balls and Tees. This is the one and only weekend starter. I am the ball with the flair, the classic man. This is the only magician there is in South Africa. I am Tony Tone. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say thank you once again for joining us today. It seems like it's a cloudy day here in Pretoria. I don't know how the rest of South Africa is faring out, but I just want to say for those who are playing today, congratulations, and I hope you played well. I couldn't play today, but I can guarantee you that I'll be playing on Friday. So if you're out there looking for some competitive golf, I'm your guy. Just holler at me. Catch us on Facebook, catch us on Instagram. Go onto our live website and comment there. Talk to me, talk to everybody. Share your details if you want to play as well. If you want to join my 4-ball, yeah. It's going to be fun. But ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, I just want to say this is April. Now listen to this. I want you guys to listen to this and digest it properly. I call this the perfect month. The reason I'm saying that it's a perfect month is because it started on a Monday and it was the first on a Monday. So everything is going chronologically. Hey, it's cool. I nearly bit my tongue off. But it's a perfect month. So I hope that all your desires and everything that you wish for will come true, especially when it comes to golf. Listen, last month we were talking about family and friends, incorporating them into this sport as a golfer, whether you're a social or professional golfer. Please, that's the message that I was preaching. But if there's anything that always resonates with our theme, is that all golfers have big hearts. We like giving, we like sharing, and this month of April, I think we should make the theme about sharing. You know what they always say, sharing is caring. So if you're out there and you believe that you can extend your hand a bit more, please do so, because I believe there's a lot of individuals out there who'd like to get into the sport. They don't know how to, they don't know where to start. So please share your knowledge. A lot of people obviously presume that when I say sharing, I meant monetarily. But if you have the muscle, please flex it. But I was just referring to sharing from an experience point of view. I think this month we should all share our experiences when it comes to golf, and I'd like to speak to you as usual. I'd like you to call me. I'd like you to comment on our social media platforms. Listen, it's going to be heated today. I am going to be chatting with an old friend of mine. I think the last time I saw this individual or this gentleman was around 2014, if I'm not mistaken. So it's going to be a good reunion with my fellow friend, Mr. Tapelo Mokau, who will be joining us. And I'm looking forward to the conversation. But without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say You know the drill. You know the drill. Please, all you need to do is to grab yourself an ice cold glass of water. Better yet, get yourself a jug of ice cold water, because we're going to have a very lengthy conversation, a detailed conversation revolving around golf and agriculture. So if you have any interest in the agricultural space, this is the time for you to actually get a little bit more knowledge and wisdom from my friend. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take a 2-minute break, and I'm going to say, whilst I'm on that break, make sure that you grab that jug of ice cold water. I'm going to get mine, and we're going to have a lot of fun. All right. So take that 2-minute break. When I come back, we're getting into things, and our guest will be joining us.
Invisible Inc. Consulting, your gateway to financial success. We specialise in providing the best solutions to manage your finance and accounting, ensuring a better life for you and your business. Our expert team offers top-notch accounting and tax consulting services tailored to various industries, including but not limited to engineering, medical practitioners, in construction, non-profits, events management, attorneys and financial services. Experience the power of our best analytics, backed by a commitment to our clients and a high level of knowledge. At Invisible Inc. Consulting, we strive to deliver the best service you can get, making your financial journey seamless and rewarding. Choose Invisible Inc. Consulting for a brighter financial future. Your success our priority. Please visit us at www.invisibleinc.co.za to reach us. www.invisibleinc.co.za.
Welcome to Golf Radio.
Dear listener,
In a world where fairways meet the airwaves, where birdies and banker collide, welcome to the show that takes you beyond the clubhouse and onto the green. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to step onto the lush greens and dive into the world of divots, drives, and delightful banter. It's time to join the magician for another exhilarating episode of Balls and Tees.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in. And for those who just joined us today, I just want to say thank you. For those who have been going with us since the beginning, thank you for your ongoing support. We are because of you. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I told you today, I'm doing a sort of a reunion with my old friend, Tapelo Macau, and he'll be joining us. We'll be talking about golf and agriculture. He's going to be giving us some insights on how the two worlds actually meet in his universe. So let me try to get Mr. Macau on the line, and then once he's on, then we're gonna have a lot of fun. All right, let's go, Mr. Macau. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Tapelo, how you doing?
No, fine, and you, my man?
All good, thank you, man. It's been a while since I last spoke to you, brother.
Yeah, I think we last met where?
In Teresa Park, around 2014, 2015, sure.
Yo.
It's been a long while, man. Otherwise, how are you keeping up?
No, I'm fine, man. I'm fine. It's just that you guys are running 9 minutes late, so yeah. But I'm okay. Yeah,
No,
I can't complain, my man.
sorry about that, man. Mr. Macau, I tried to introduce you, but I don't think that I did you justice, man. Would you mind reintroducing yourself?
Look, man. Well, can not Tapelo, everybody calls me Tapelo Mukau. Well, I've been in corporate. I've worked in corporate for a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
Then I decided not to continue, and basically chase what I want to do, which is farming, and a bit of mining, because I am from Rustenburg,
Yeah.
so those,
The platinum land.
yeah, So if you come back here, you're gonna end up doing one of the two, you know. So as it turns out, that's what I'm currently doing.
Mm-hmm.
we're expanding our business now to agro processing. Yeah, where we can like literally just feed these cattle and sheep and get them ready for market. Take it to the bottle, get it slaughtered.
Yeah.
And literally give it to the people. So yeah, that's what I've kind of been busy with. Yeah, so I don't like long introduction. I don't want to lie. Yeah. Anyhow, you can introduce me. I think it would be appropriate for me. I'm not too fussy about my description.
Awesome stuff. No, Tapelo, I just want to say thank you once again, and thank you to the family for allowing you time, especially late afternoon like this, to have a chat with us. So that's what we'd like to extend to you and your family, to say thank you so much. I'll try to keep the conversation or this interview as brief as possible, but I want to chat to you, man. I'm excited to speak to you today.
Okay, and that's cool. I'm also Look, I mean, I'm also I'm super excited. This Agrigolf concept. Interesting phenomena.
Yeah, because I mean, for us, we always looking to see or to have a chat with individuals from different aspects of life, and just to understand how they merge their world with golf, because we're all about golf. All right.
Yes. Look, I mean, just that's the same way that we look at agriculture and those type of things. Like, agriculture is so broad. There's so many things. There's irrigation. There's livestock farming. There's guys who participate in these value chains at different points. So I would say commitment. The same way you're a golf man and myself, call ourselves social golfers. I mean, you need to put in the commitment. At least play a couple of rounds for you to say you can play golf. Golf is so difficult. I mean, without any commitment or some passion, I mean,
you'll fall off the wagon.
That's why nowadays you hear of guys playing golf for like 3 months and they are 24 handicappers, and you're like, okay. So yeah, man, that's the thing, you need the commitment the same way you need to commit to a process, a cattle can only give birth once a year.
Yeah.
Same as a as a human, probably the same gestation period as well in terms of number of days. It's pregnant. Same way you'd find with us humans, females. So there are things that in agriculture you need to be committed to, that you need to, despite like the setbacks that you could encounter. Some could be self-inflicted, out of lack of experience. But some could also be out of out of your hands, like weather, and stuff like that. And I think some of those principles that you find, the passion that you need to farm, the passion that you need and the commitment that you need and the experience that you need. I think these values also kind of apply to
golfing.
To golfing world, Yeah, I mean, I still find it difficult, despite sort of playing for so long in my life. I still find it difficult to just walk up at a golf course and play 18 holes.
You need to prepare beforehand.
Yeah, I mean, even if I just maybe sit on the range there 2 hours before and I try hit some balls, and see exactly what's happening, So yeah, I guess that meticulous sort of process, that you'd undertake in the world of agriculture, as you guys put it, what I call it farming. the white folks call it boerdery, So yeah, and then you'd also find there is like the similarities, you know, between the golfing world and the farming world, where you pretty much on a golf course you are on a farm, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it gets irrigated on, it has certain amount of water that needs to go in.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the level at which the grass must be mowed.
Mm-hmm.
You so you look at that, and you look at, for instance, a guy that's irrigating soya, or
Yeah.
even doing it on dry land. He would still need to prepare the land.
Mm.
Use certain amount of water at different stages.
Mm-hmm.
Also depending on the sun and so on.
Mm.
So I'd say it's a human journey. I mean, I really enjoy what I do now. I mean, since I left corporate, I'm not even like, I don't miss those days.
Mm.
You
you,
know,
you
uh,
you enjoy the outdoors now.
yeah. Like, I mean, look, even though there might be a bit of formality to what I do sometimes, where I'm involved in like meetings, trying to secure deals and stuff like that, where I get to wear a suit,
Mm.
which is like a representation of my old self.
Mm-hmm.
I also kind of like that life as well,
Mm.
you know. Yeah, where maybe in a week or so, I can look formal and look like a stable businessman.
Mm. Mm.
I like you coming to meet me in my workplace and you find me wearing shorts.
Boots.
Yeah. So yeah, mate. That's what it is.
And then just tell me, Tapelo. I mean, you mentioned a very interesting fact that you've been playing golf for quite a long time. I'm sure our audience is also dying to understand. Okay, you getting into golf. What introduced you to golf, and how long ago did you actually start this journey of becoming a golfer?
Yo, man. So like my story, I don't know. I mean, maybe a couple of the guys might relate in the golfing fraternity.
Mm.
So I was born in a village just outside Rustenburg,
Mm-hmm.
not too far away from the famed Lost City
Yeah.
and the Gary Player
Mm-hmm.
country club.
Mm-hmm.
So my uncle used to play. Basically, like, he used to be a caddy there. He used to work there at the hotels,
Mm.
and then he would also caddy, like on the side, make extra money for himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he would have all this like old clubs, like lots of clubs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where he would leave like 2 bags at home.
Mm.
Of his old clubs.
Mm-hmm.
And we grew up in these big yards. Those yards that have like a backyard farming of some sort.
Yeah. Plots.
Yeah, yeah. So this guy would come and drop off his clubs and then basically tell us, you know what, guys, like, we were kids. I mean, I was like, 6, 7 or so,
Mm-hmm.
around that time. He would say, guys, don't touch these clubs. Don't touch, do not come anywhere close to these things.
Yeah.
These things are very important, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, well, as soon as he gets into his car and he leaves, the next day, myself and my cousins and so on, we would like dig holes around the yard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how I got into golf first up. And as I grew around 9, 10, I would visit with him Sun City,
Mm-hmm.
at the player. Sit behind the cart,
Yeah.
sit, yeah, like where the drinks now sit nowadays. Those carts.
Yeah.
Those carts had like a back seater,
Mm-hmm.
like where you face the opposite direction, as the
Oh yeah,
cart is
yeah.
going.
I see that. Yeah, like it was a 4-seater cart.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
those ones. So I would go there, sit there, basically like act like a spotter of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
And I think from there I started playing golf. I mean, I would go once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
growing up, but it would get more and more serious when we got to varsity. I met some of my friends, as you know, Sipo,
Mm-hmm.
and we were playing golf. Whenever we got a chance to play golf,
Mm.
went into corporate and really started playing now more often than you'd expect.
Yeah.
And up until now, so whenever I get a chance, I go to drive down to the local golf club there. It's called Tabazimbi Golf Club.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, beautiful golf course. And beautiful range, also old school type of range.
Mm.
Like those ones that are like similar to, like they are part of the golf course.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I like it. I like it there. I go there and I play around. Like sometimes one man, I'll take a car. Sometimes I'd walk. It's a bit of a walk. I think it's about 7.2 yardage,
Mm-hmm.
7.2 kilos yardage.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a bit of a walk, a little bit of some hills and so on, some water
Mm-hmm.
obstructions, and yeah, it's a nice golf course. So that's where I come from with the game. If I put it that way, I just got lucky. I got involved in golf in that way. But up until now, this is something I really love and I enjoy doing.
And yeah, you know what, Tapela, man. I think when I come through to Rustenburg, I'll notify you and let's see if we can have a game, man. Because for the longest of time, I don't want to lie to you. For the longest of time since I've known you from 2007, I did not know you were a golfer. It's only in the past couple of years then I spotted, no, man, this man is playing golf. So I think we should make a date when I come through, and then let's have a more detailed chat.
Yeah, I remember one time you promised me a round. I think we spoke a couple of years after you found out, and you were like, "Yeah, man, maybe we can play around," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm up for it,"
Nego gwajisa vile.
Plus, right now, I think you're really serious. You're very chilled.
Yeah, but then I've got one question here for you, Tapelo. I mean, you've got a long history behind you when it comes to golf, and then obviously you've moved over into a space that a lot of people would say it's a primitive or it's an olden way of doing things, but I believe that the industry itself it's actually advancing with the times as well. And I just want to find out from an economic point of view, if we were to look at golf and say what contributions is golf making to the agricultural space, what would come to the top of your head?
I think, look, man, the whole sort of science or my understanding of a layout, like golf layout, is that it's actually in a farm to start with, and obviously in a farm, we use it for different purposes.
Yeah.
You can farm cattle on it. You can do game. You can irrigate on it. You can do enclosed vegetables. You can do so many different things. You can do a butcher. You can do so many things. You can have people living there as well on that particular farm. So as myself and you probably would agree, I would suspect that golf is an upper middle class type of sport. And it appeals to a certain segment.
Yeah.
And hence why now, if you look at what's happening now, I'd say globally with the world of golf, where there's some concern that the game is not growing fast enough. It is not reaching this millennials, this people that rely on technology and all this modern tech.
Yeah.
Then you see in a response to this, I'd call like a demand side, of the game. In response to that, then you get Leave. A 56-hole format, no cuts. Top players in the world. And it's actually bringing excitement in many other quarters, and also I would say contributing to the game as it may be, in terms of growing the game and so on, from your traditional 72-hole setup, stringent requirements and cuts on Friday, those type of things that maybe these young people that the game is trying to reach to, there needs to be a different medium as well to reach them, And then you also see this like digital golf, if I call it, like this one's proposed by also these top players where it's like a night game of some sort, where, like we play during the day,
Yeah.
And maybe, if we're playing at night, if the players are playing at night, this could also reach out to
more magnitudes of people.
Yeah, like more people, But then it comes to this agricultural aspect, this so-called Agrigolf, this ecotourism sort of friendly approach, where this upper middle class sport with a certain segment of people that are paying X amount of money to do this, but it just gets a tweak to it, where you've got like your small time like golf courses, like on the farm, as part of the experience, that you'd normally have at like where like in Melalani, where you've got springboks running around, crocodiles and so on, but like slightly smaller, it's like a different format as well. I see some guys in Bloemfontein are doing it, they call it Agrigolf, but obviously this needs money as with everything else, I think that's how maybe outside the typical jobs story, that we like to sell, that it's creating jobs, like we can say this could have an impact reaching out other people, this particular format of golf, and like growing the game, I guess if it grows the game, there's going to be more opportunities, I mean, as you'd also remember, a couple of years back when we were growing up, when we got to varsity, we realized, well, we were never going to be professional golfers, we were too late.
Yeah, it was too late, no?
Yeah, it's over, I might have a bag of clubs, but really, the circumstances just don't allow me to achieve this goal, And there was this path, this so-called PGA certificate, I don't know if you remember those. Yeah, I think they're still there. They used to come and like they used to cost an arm and a leg, like almost equivalent to like an MBA, And at that time you'd be like, oh wow, man, if I could, like get a certificate and I could teach, I could teach like people proper golf,
That's true.
Like people that are not as exposed as this upper middle class as it may be, just people within your vicinity, if you're in Tabazimbi like myself, or you are in Rustenburg, within your vicinity, and you gave access to some of these other kids, so like kids are fascinated, kids are so fascinated about things like golf,
That's true.
And I think that's how golf could contribute, where you could have some sort of a platform created through these initiatives, that are like agri-related, and just having access for these guys to get involved, I think that would be the greatest impact outside the whole jobs story, and also other issues,
No. I like that, Tapelo. And then whilst we're on that note, I just want to find out from you. Obviously, moving from the corporate environment and getting into the agricultural space or the farming space, as you call it, for anyone out there who would like to make the very same kind of shift, what words of wisdom would you like to impart with to say, guys, this is the experience that I've had moving from here to there, and these are the things that you need to look out for?
Yeah, um, like it's such a hard game, because at first you think you don't owe people money, like you you try to look at your personal circumstance, and then you're like, well, I don't owe the bank money, I don't owe anybody money. Maybe I owe my credit card, I've got X amount of money saved up, maybe this could be my salary for a couple of months,
Yeah.
And then you like, do I really want to go back to work, and do what I'm doing, then you just off the cliff,
That's
you're
true.
gone, and what then happened to my journey, for instance, and that's why it's so difficult also to say I can advise people. I mean, I've got so many young kids in my like where I grew up, like in my village,
Yeah.
like in Sanfontein, like young boys that say, yeah, they'd like to hang out with me, hear my thoughts on certain things, and like I always look at what they're doing, like as up and coming entrepreneurs, and I say, these guys are on the right path.
Yeah.
There really isn't much I can say to these folks, as much as like I might appear to them as having it right, having it figured out, from university, corporate, and now he's working for himself, so they kind of think you have it figured out, but you don't,
That's true.
yeah, just in the same way that they are up and running in their businesses, making it, trying to happen, whenever they get stuck, they try get help by all means, like whenever it's just not going their way, they just stick to it. I mean, from my side, I think like what most of these entrepreneurs are doing. I mean, I could learn from them actually. They should be giving me advice.
And I mean, it's very difficult to work for yourself because if you don't put in the work, then nothing's gonna happen at the end of the month. You need to be awake 24/7, I believe.
Yeah, I think also, there's um like when it comes to entrepreneurship, sometimes some things takes time. Like most especially like in my space,
Yeah. Yeah.
Like for instance, for you to have your own avatar, for instance, like if you want to build it from scratch at a particular location where you've identified there's a huge market, there's a demand for this particular product
Yeah.
that you have, you'd need to do something like an EIA, that takes time. So now what happens in that period of time when there's money going out of your pockets and you are paying for these documents, or for this process,
Yeah.
So this goal can't be achieved in a month, for
It's a long
instance,
term thing.
yeah. So then that means as an independent person, you've got now this goal, but yet you must make a living. So that means now you must do something else, because you can't just be sitting a whole year like without any income,
Yeah.
and then I would supplement that with mining activities. I would do fencing jobs. I would do these concrete things. I would do consumables. I would fix their doors. I would do tiles. Just something that can just keep my pockets with something in.
Yeah.
So whenever this thing I'm chasing, really does materialize, I'm not there skinny. I'm not calling there almost about to die.
Yeah.
And yeah, perhaps that's what I could say. It's kind of important. You gotta try and eat at different sources whilst you are trying to get to where you want to get to.
100%. And I just want to find out from you, man. I mean, you are involved in two businesses, and I mean, the sectors that you're involved in are very fragile sectors, if I can put it that way. How do you then find time for, firstly, for family, and then secondly, to actually play golf?
This is what I've also figured, right? Like, there's so much time that get wasted. I mean, like, I'm not even studying anything. Like, for instance, there were
Yeah.
times when I used to work and I was studying, and in between I was playing some sports.
Yeah.
And now when you're an entrepreneur now, you come in and for instance, you've got a process. There's workers that you work with, people that you work with that do certain things, but sometimes we tend to waste time,
Yeah.
on certain habits. Like for instance, I don't gym. Like I don't go to the gym.
Yeah.
So instead, I'm supposed to do what? I'm supposed to be walking or play golf.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are times where you don't utilize that time. You sit on your laptop, on your desk, and you Google, uh, like the price of houses. Can I afford this house?
Yeah.
Blah blah. You Google these beautiful cars that you want to drive and stuff, and that takes your time.
That's true.
Like it eats your time. And what I'm not saying, I've gotten to a point where I've been able to master the best ways of using my time. And sometimes it's like you leave work early. You leave work early. What do? You run to the nearest bar. You're like, it's 3 o'clock.
I still have time for 1 year or 2 year.
Yeah, and the next thing is you are home at 7.
Yeah.
That's like 4 hours of your time gone. So now I've said to deal with these inefficiencies for me. What I'll then do is, if I'm being expected at home at 7 every day,
Yeah.
I will try to be home at 6 at least.
Yeah.
And if, for instance, this time that I'm just chowing with, drinking booze and stuff, if it means I need to like just wait for a couple of weeks and not really touch a beer, then I will do it, just to try and get my discipline going, because I've realized like this thing of discipline,
Yeah.
this lack of discipline, like which you had at some point in your life, like you were committed to studying, like you passed, record time, everything worked out, you got to work on time, you did everything properly, but as soon as you're independent, something just clocks in you where you think, oh, I've got enough time, yeah. And I think that's a trap for most of us. And so sometimes I do get lucky, like in a month, my family is happy to have me here. The boys have got twins.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're happy to have me here. My wife is happy to have me here. But sometimes really I'm inefficient and I'm not doing the right things. Yeah. So maybe I hope with a little bit of this interventions where I try to get my discipline back, I can get back to some type of order. Where I can be a little bit more efficient and, play golf once a week at least. Because at the moment, I mean, I play like, if I'm lucky,
Yeah.
I would have played twice a month, so yeah, I'd like to play like once a week, and stuff like that. So I need to get better, and hopefully, it's winter now, it's just gonna make it worse, because playing golf in winter
It's something else,
another.
man. Yeah, because the golf course gets quite cold, and I think mainly due to the landscapes of the golf course and the layouts. But I just want to find out something, Tapelo. Last month, my theme on the show was basically family and friends. How do we integrate them into golf as well? Because what I've noticed is that, especially when it comes to time, many a times you'd find that one spends so much time in the office, so much time on the golf course, and less time with their friends and families, which causes a breakage in the relations. So I just want to find out from yourself, with regards to this particular thing, are you integrating your family into golf to say, guys, please come join me, or you know what, you can be spectators as I golf?
Yeah, I think my wife has golf clubs, right?
Oh, lovely.
Now I've got a problem against slow play.
Mm.
You know, so myself and her, like when she is not working and I'm going golfing, I'd go and play with her. Like we'd hit balls. When I go to the range, I'd go with her and we'd hit balls at the range together. And she kind of enjoys it, But then as soon as we get on the golf course, and I'm like, how many holes are we playing? And then she's like 18. I'm like, like, I'm just now nervous because I know what I could just do that golf course in about 4 hours.
Yeah.
Could be taking 5 hours, 20 minutes. So where we are searching for balls all over the place, and I think I became impatient toward her, and then she just stopped going with me, but the boys are like 4 now.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I want to really drag them into that thing of like my habits,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But as for friends, I mean, I'm lucky enough. I still have guys I used to play a lot with in Joburg give me a call. They're like, hey, let's meet up here and play around on Saturday morning. I get lucky also there by the local golf club where I've been a member since I came here.
Yeah.
Also, they've got like people, and people just want to come and play with you. People will call you like, we haven't seen you in like a month, man. Who hadn't met you, man? So, like in terms of that circle, yes, but there are people you'd like to play golf with that are far from you.
That's true. Yeah.
And even if you reached out to them, like, I mean, if I had to reach out to there's one guy I used to enjoy playing golf with. He's in Cape Town now. What would happen? So, I mean, from my side, I would say the only regret would be not getting my wife to spend a little bit more time with me on the golf course so she can improve her game. And then we could probably play together quite often, but it doesn't happen. It's me and the boys.
It's never too late, Tapelo. It's never too late. But I like the fact that at least, there's a starting point where your wife also got involved into the sport. So I really, really appreciate you doing that and saying, please, let's try to do this together. I just want to find out, Tapelo. I mean, you mentioned that you've been playing for quite some time, right? And obviously you are self-employed. So from a memorable experience or any success stories, whether it be from golf or within your businesses, what would you say are the key success stories that you'd like to share with our audience today?
Look, I mean, through there's I look at what I like. I like charity, so I look at what like what other guys are doing, like in my field, like where are these guys donating, and I'll see guys, some of the guys that I would say my colleagues at the mine and so on, they would buy uniforms, they would buy shoes, and take them to primary schools where we grew up, but then I've got a different passion, and instead I prefer giving to educational trusts. You know, and most of these ones that we give to, the last time I was with Sipho had one of those. Where they've been running for a couple of years, almost 20 years, 21 years. Giving bursaries to top deserving students in a particular area.
Yeah.
And the bursaries are indiscriminate. They don't say we are looking for engineers only.
Yeah.
Or we are looking for actuarial sciences only. Or we are looking for who only. It encompasses all aspects so long as your grades are good. So if you've got good grades, so they do their fundraising activity by inviting us to golf events.
Yeah.
Like to a golf day basically. Me going there and putting in a little bit that I've put in there, that's my way of saying golf is the best medium to raise money.
Yeah.
To raise money and to create awareness, around for me, like in my instance, which is education. And I think also education is not just about getting the papers,
That's true.
Yeah, it's not just about getting the papers. I think exposure also. I mean, nowadays, my brother, when you go to golf courses for this charity events that are done by this trust and done by all other various institutions supporting education,
Yeah.
primary driver, you actually get to meet a lot of your black brothers and sisters. And this is and this is something that wasn't there.
Yeah. True.
Like many years ago. Like when we were growing up, going to golf courses, and it just looked in a particular way.
That's true.
It
was one-sided.
So yeah, it was just one-sided. And I mean, like you got nervous walking into the clubhouse, like taking a shower,
Yeah.
Yeah. And even the same in corporate was also like that, where this golf events in corporate are just like that, just like the old days. And what you see with these foundations that various prominent people have set up in support of education, I mean, preferably, like I would like those ones where I actually kind of know the person through somebody. And then from one of my companies, I would hoist something in there, but they've got nice success stories, where it's not this one, well, not that I've come across one like that, where like some of the students, some of the people who are aligned to that particular foundation or trust, like they tell stories,
That's
you
true.
know.
Yeah.
I'm second year, and I've actually passed so well that I've now no longer need this particular trust bursary. I've got another one.
Yeah.
So that's what inspires me. I think education through golf is one thing that I'm really like interested in, and I like getting involved in those type of projects.
No, awesome. And I really like the fact that, actually, not that I like the fact that, I always say to people, especially on the show, I always say golfers have the biggest hearts in this entire world, because from the get-go, when we started this channel or this medium to relate golf-related news and experiences, if there's anything that I've picked up, is that we as golfers, we are of a nature of giving and helping elevate others. And it gets to a point, especially as social golfers, it gets to a point where it's no longer about beating the course. It's about being part of the bigger cause, which is obviously to unite and elevate people. So I really like the fact that you sound so passionate when you're talking about education through golf and what you are doing in return and how much happiness and joy it gives you. Yeah, we really appreciate you, and I believe there's 1,000, if not millions, of other golfers out there who would attest or would agree with what you're saying. To say the smile that you put on someone's face helps you wake up the following morning to say, I can do better than what I did today for these people.
Yeah, I mean, I cannot agree with you more. If you look at, you've just made such a, I'd say, brilliant observation, of the same way I also kind of look at it, and this, look at the PGA Tour, for instance, or the European Tour, actually the PGA Tour in particular. I mean, every single tournament on tour is sponsoring some institution.
Yeah.
Be it an educational trust, be it like a hospital for children, be it an old age home, and be it like surgeries, for children who don't have access to medical medical funds and so on. And I mean, you look at that and you literally can say the purpose of golf for these people, these players, ourselves, people who are involved in golf, are caddies. I mean, very important guys as well. Everybody who's involved in golf,
100%.
Yeah, like our whole objective is to use golf to help others. Because we might be in a privileged position for us to even play golf. I mean, how much are we paying green fees nowadays? At these premium golf courses.
That's true.
Yeah, like, I mean, and caddy fees, and I mean, it's quite a bit of money.
That's true.
And for us that are involved in this, I mean, it would be nice in South Africa, where something similar really is happening, where golf is positioned not only as a breeder of top talent, which it already is. I mean, the Sunshine Tour is exceptional in terms of breeding talent, but I can't say so much, in terms of its charity
efforts.
Yes, to reach out to the less privileged people. But yeah, I think golf really is the best medium to address some of these inefficiencies, that we have in our economy.
100%. Mr. Magau, it seems that we're running out of time, but once again, I just want to say thank you so much, and thank you to the family. I will definitely hook up with you when I come that side, and we can have a more detailed conversation, sitting down, relaxed, and let's tackle this thing, because what you've shared with me, actually, it has set the tone for this month for me to say, when the show started, I said, this is a perfect month, and I just looked at the days to say, okay, the month started on a Monday, and it was the first, right? But what you've been saying, I think this will be my theme, to say we are healing, because here's the thing that people don't understand, right? We are living in a broken society, whether it be from economic aspects or from social aspects. We are living in a broken society. However, as golfers and as the societies within golf that are out there reaching out to help other individuals, I think firstly we are not appreciated enough by the community at large, because our efforts are genuine and they are under the carpet. We don't have to make noise about it, right? but we are healing people. As when you give to someone, you're actually healing someone, and at the same time, some of us, we're healing ourselves to say, I never had the opportunity to receive this kind of assistance. Now here I am, I'm giving it to the next person who will be stepping on my footsteps in the future. Yeah.
No, yeah. Thank you very much to your audience. Thank you for having me. Have a good evening further, my brother.
No, thank you, my brother. We'll chat offline.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Have a lovely one.
Welcome to Golf Radio.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so there you have it. That was my guest for today, Mr. Thapelo Makau. This man is in two fields, agriculture and mining. And if I can say something, he's working hard. He's working hard, and he touched on very sensitive things to say. He's trying to spend as much time as he can with his family, and he also introduced his wife into the sport, which is a tick when it comes to my checklist, because I always want to make sure that we create a community. We don't destroy communities. And by creating communities, you have to start at home to say, okay, the people that I live with, the people that I spend my time with, they need to be around me, because they will build you, you will build them. So big ups to him for doing that. And then on top of that, he also mentioned that for as much as he loves playing golf, he loves giving. Just like I usually say, golfers. I've not been entirely exposed to other sports, but the conversations that I've had with all my guests, and I'm not singling anyone out, I'm saying all my guests because this is true. All my guests, since the get-go, they just love giving. Whether it's material, whether it's knowledge, I mean, they just like giving. I mean, this man has also given a lot to us today by sharing his experiences within the agricultural and mining space, and also his input to say, if you are interested in getting into this field, these are some of the things that you need to look into. But so I just want to say big ups to you, Mr. Mokau, and then all the best with your business. I look forward to playing with you, whether it be Tabazimbi or Rustenburg Golf Course. I will be giving you a call because that's my hometown as well. Before I let you guys go, I just want to say I hope you are ready for the weekend. You just had a long weekend. This weekend, please relax. Don't drive anywhere. Relax. It's going to be raining this weekend, but I just want to share something with you to say. Did you know that the longest hole when it comes to any golf course is out there in Japan at the Satsuki Golf Club? So this hole is so long that it couldn't accommodate a par 5. It's a par 7 and it's 832 meters. I wish it was a par 5. I really wish it was a par 5. I wanted to see something. Those who hit the longest drives, I wanted to see if you're going to complete it in 5 shots or even less than that. But yeah, so that's what's happening. That's the longest hole, which is at the Satsuki Golf Club. That's in Japan. And then the deepest bunker ever recorded is called the Hell Bunker on the 14th hole of the old St. Andrews course. That bunker is 10 feet deep. So, hey, we are in South Africa. If I am to convert that into meters, I think it will be probably around 7, 8 meters, if I'm not mistaken. That's just estimations. It's not accurate. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say thank you once again for tuning in. And last week, I mean, we had a heated conversation. I couldn't even share with you because I was playing at Danfin on Wednesday last week with the Wednesday School of Excellence. It was the first time meeting the guys, and we had a great time. I just want to say thank you guys for welcoming me from the get-go. Thank you for the lovely round of golf, and thank you for your hospitality overall. This Friday, I'll be playing at Copperleaf. If you are around Copperleaf and you've got a bit of time, let's chat. Let's sit down. Let's chat. I would like to have you on my show next week. Let's talk about golf. Let's talk about what's happening in your space. So, like I usually say, if you're working tomorrow, it's Thursday tomorrow. If you're working tomorrow, I really don't know. Friday, red card. I'm giving you a red card. Actually, I'm making it worse. I'm creating a black card today. From today onwards, if you're an individual that works on Fridays, I'm giving you a black card, right? You are not allowed to work on Fridays because I have officially started the weekend for you. Have a great evening. I love you guys, and then I'll see you next week, Wednesday.
Welcome to Golf Radio.